You go first, CJacobs.
Hey, I'm SuponticatePoster.
I'm CJacobs.
I'm Blind Sally.
I'm Crow.
Welcome back, everybody, to the second to last video of Killzone Shadowfall. Because I guess I'm guesting on this LP now. We're coming up to Stall's base. And we are gonna blow it to hell, I'm sure. All of these ships, individually. Just us, Lucas Kellan.
I mean, all hell is about to break loose in the next probably 45 seconds.
Did you say hell?
I'm positively aghast.
That pop in.
Didn't see it. I was busy looking at all those fancy pants glowing lights.
Yeah, so look at this sweet...
You drive like shit!
Deja vu.
This is a pretty sweet set piece. Look at, this is where Guerrilla spent all their budget. Look at all those maulers.
Wait. Is anybody else getting a you know what? Let's not do that joke again. This is an extremely pretty set piece, honestly. When in the PS4's lifetime did this come out?
Before the PS4,
early.
technically.
Yeah.
I was able to buy the game before I got my console.
Damn.
Well, you know what? They took full advantage of whatever they had at the time. Who needs a firmware update? Didn't help that ship any.
Can we call this a launch title? Was this actually a launch title?
Yes.
No, there's a lot of crashing going on right about now. All the launching.
I think this may, I'd have to do some research, this may actually be the first Killzone that was actually a launch title, because most Killzones came out partway or near the end of the console cycles that they were tech demoed on, so to speak.
When did 2 come out?
Didn't 2 come out like 5 years in, 4 years in? Like Uncharted came out before 2.
No, well, I was going to say, because I got Killzone 2 when I got my PlayStation 3. It was a bundle with that and MGS4. And I got that in 2009.
The anti-war game bundle.
Yeah, Killzone came out in 2009, so PS3 was what? 06
2
or 7?
years old.
Okay.
Because, I know Killzone 3 was like near end of life for the PS3.
So was Killzone 1.
Speaking of near end of life, are we like on our way to heaven? Is this space elevator travel is actually cooler than I thought. In the last video, I believe I talked about how shitty a space elevator potentially could be. I was wrong. Space elevators are actually pretty sweet.
Yeah, this is like the space elevators in Halo. Fitting, since I guess this is the Halo killer.
Is it the Halo? Well, I guess Halo did die for a while, but it's back, and it's pretty disappointing.
Yeah, I think
Halo killed itself, to be quite honest. Halo was the Halo killer.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, you're so right. Wow, you almost hit that. Look at you skimming that like Sephiroth and Final Fantasy Advent Children.
Oh god, yeah, well...
Hey, ever since Remake came out, I watched that, and it's goofy as fuck.
Oh, hell yes it is.
Cloud cuts several buildings in half.
And
Seems normal.
I know, like, I spent the entirety of just Remake just sort of waiting for, okay, when does the Advent Children kick in? And then, like, at the end, yes, definitely it does, but there are several segments in Remake that get very Advent Children-y.
Well, see, we are about to transform history, so we are sticking to the plot of Remake here in Killzone Shadowfall. We are actually going to accomplish our mission for once in these fucking games. Like, it didn't dwell on me the ambiguous first time we did this, but like, this is one of the first times we're actually fucking getting our thing done.
Yeah.
Usually we get stopped.
Also, I just want to point out how nice and peaceful it is above the clouds of Helghan, as hundreds of thousands of people die at this point. Soldiers. I assume hundreds of thousands. I assume that military we saw on the planet was kind of like the whole Star Wars Exegol thing. Like, why are there so many people down there? Where did they find them? But this is beautiful, and this sort of harkens back to the first mission of Killzone 2, when we started in an ISA cruiser above the clouds, and it looked all peaceful and calm, and we're underneath, and it was, well, the Corinth River, Hell on Earth opening missions. And here we are, we've ascended to this peaceful, relatively quiet, beautiful, like we've gone to heaven to meet God.
With rocket launchers.
With rocket launchers. Rocket launchers.
Yep.
Maybe he's just got indigestion because of all of the G-force that you've put upon him in the past 5 minutes of video.
Well,
He's
we're
like,
sitting here
this is just
knocking
projectile
on
vomit.
heaven's door. Hopefully he answers.
Dude, if I knew another lyric to that song, I would reverse shot that so hard. I love that
there's
shit.
another lyric to that song, CJacobs, is knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. It's a refrain. He repeats it.
I've never heard the song. I have a question. Why don't you just take your magical zero-gravity jetpack to the end of the game? Why did you have to get off on this elevator stop? Just for some extracurricular Hellgas murder?
I think so. Yeah, this
right.
this has
Wait, yeah.
Yeah, this basically has, okay, this is our last zero-G set piece written all over it, but yeah, I'm assuming that like once we actually get like into the base, like there's going to be like proper artificial gravity involved, so
localized gravity and all that, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like we could probably like, I don't know, like fly up above Stahl's head and drop something on him, but yeah, no, to actually get to him and kill him.
Pull a pigeon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, we have to get into the zone to kill him?
AutoZone?
Yup. Get in the zone. Auto zone.
At the end of this video, folks, we're going to find a cheap and legal thrill.
This is Killzone. Everything is actually legal. The rules of engagement no longer seem to matter anymore now that there are railguns that explode people into radiation.
I forget, does the crazy broker guy have a for sale box in this? Because if not, that's really an oversight on his part.
Yeah, where's Blackjack when we need him? Blackjack needs to show up in Shadowfall more.
I know.
I'm thinking Blackjack's probably pushing like 70 at this point in the universe. So,
and you know what? He's probably still an arms
just because
salesman.
he's bald doesn't mean he's old.
I mean, he was probably in his 40s in Mercenary, so
maybe 30s.
And this is like 30 years later, so.
Well, yeah, but if you're just selling shit, like, how spry do you gotta be?
Well, so the actual twist is that Blackjack of Killzone Mercenary, go watch that LP, is actually a genetically aged clone, and he's actually like Lucas. He started this game as like a 5-10-year-old.
Well, I was gonna say that is basically the advantage of only appearing to people as just a very ambiguous silhouette, is you don't really need to tell people how old you are.
Very true. I played Resident Evil 8. So, Crow, would you like to tell the people for the first time about the pathfinding and about the direction of the player in this game?
So, yeah, this is, like I said, this is Shadowfall sort of getting out all its greatest hits before the final boss battle, and, yeah, the abysmal level pathfinding is back.
Again.
I played this game
zero-gravity jetpack.
Yep. I know, I played this game 3 times now, and... yeah, no, I still had no idea where the fuck to go in this final area.
I love that you managed to almost die when there are no enemies in the room. Lucas, what an embarrassing ending. He finally
here,
makes
hole! Go down hole! Oh, this hole was made for me!
Dude, he just finally makes his protagonist grandstand, his moral stand against the Hellgas, the ISA, and all these fuckers. And only for it to be like, and then Lucas fell down a mine shaft and died.
I know,
look at this glowy ammo hallway. There's a boss fight or some sort of gauntlet coming up. Yep. I hope you grab a rocket launcher, Crow.
In hindsight, I should have, but yeah, basically, like, the game literally gives you every goddamn weapon, like, in its arsenal, and just goes, okay, here, pick something, anything, because, yeah, this is the end of the game, and there's a boss fight coming up.
So the funny thing is, you say pick something, anything, but that kind of sounds like projection to me. Maybe they don't mean anything. Maybe they meant the rocket launcher.
I mean,
Heavy weapons?
Yeah, you're gonna see, I went for the old faithful, the shotgun, and this is gonna turn out to be a very fatal mistake, because, now that we've reached endgame, the shotgun is more like a water pistol at this point, because the enemies are all horrifying bullet sponges now.
So basically that hallway was like... it was like that final decision in The Last Crusade, and you picked up the shotgun, and the elevator was all like,
my
"He
face!"
chose poorly."
Yeah. So now this is the point of me speed aging to death, like Grandmaster Pycelle does.
Dude, you picked you just picked a random potion, and it turned out to be the gut melting one. Better luck next time.
Like I said in the version of this but yeah, the version of this that mysteriously disappeared for some reason. Basically, like, I'm thinking that, like, Stahl is probably just watching all of this on a security camera, just Lucas Kellan awkwardly flailing about, grabbing the worst possible weapons, and just being a complete dipshit in general, going like, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, no, he, like, and honestly, you playing like this so fearlessly makes it more insulting to Stahl, because he and his ilk have put so much time, effort, and energy into just the most brutal and efficient ways to kill a man, and you're just ignoring all of them because you have basically meth. You have basically future meth that your robot can inject into your neck at any time to bring you back from death.
I mean, like, you saw, like, there was all of the options available that I had there. Like, I had the rocket launcher, the Petrosite railgun, and instead
You went with the CJacobs favorite, and I thank you for it.
Yep. Although, sadly, I don't think we're going to get as many backflips out of these guys as we did at the start of the game, but you never know. There might be one or two.
It kind of seems like if you shot these guys, they would just kind of... you know those circus acts where they shoot the strongman in the stomach with a cannonball?
Oh god, yeah.
That's kind of what it would be like. They'd just be like, hey, you could have these back, and then they just, like, spit them out like like a cartoon. I just like the idea, the Helghast are already so cartoonishly evil, and just like the idea of them acting like cartoons, like Looney Tunes style. Radek was just so cartoony. He was like the Daffy Duck of Helghast.
So, basically, this door here, this is like it opens and closes and whatnot, but like this little tiny narrow choke point is effectively like the final door of Killzone Shadowfall. Like, the second I enter that room, like, this is the final boss arena, and when that door closes behind me, there is no way out of it, so...
Oh, so it's the old Killzone 2 final conflict door. The one where you go into the room with Radek and the balcony full of snipers and SMG guys. Only problem here is you don't have a Rico to kill, so that you can wedge him between the door and it doesn't close behind you.
Yeah.
Oh, if only you could do that with Owl. Like, you could have Owl, like... You could tell Owl to, like, hold position or something. You could, like, wedge Owl in doors and vents and shit.
God, yeah, no, I wish that Owl had...
God. Man, there's not even any windows into this room either. I actually gave you shit for using this as such a funnel, but thinking about it, this really is kind of like the combat final challenge, because this is the... You haven't really been doing it all that much, but this is the stealth game, or it supposedly is. It's the one that lets you do multiple playstyles. And here they're like, fuck you. There's just a wall of meat. Bring a gun and shoot them. You have no other option.
Yeah, there is literally no way to stealth this room, or no way to really play this room smart, except, like, just doing the things I'm doing right now and just trying to break it as much as I can, because you'll notice that, like, I more or less am able to mow through this first wave of goons, but there's multiple spawns of enemies that this room throws at you, and
I'm wondering if the enemy spawns are infinite until you go in the room.
God, I wonder at this point. Well, the thing is, like,
finest.
God, yeah, finally, Stahl is living up to his name.
I gotta say,
mean, he is stalling the end of this LP.
Does stealth gameplay way better than Shadowfall has.
Oh god, yeah, and I think they kind of realized that as they were making Mercenary, because, like, it came out after Shadowfall, so it was like, Guerrilla kind of realized, oh fuck, we made a game that was allegedly about these super stealthy secret agents, and didn't put any goddamn stealth in it.
I dig what Cambridge did, in that you can, at the beginning of each mission, decide, I want to play stealthy, I want to play like all the elite time limit
Yes.
super spy ones, or I want to blow things up. And you pick that, it changes your objectives accordingly. You select your loadout, and away you go.
So that's kind of I've mentioned a couple times that I've since played the game, and that's kind of what I expected it to be going in, because I've been a part of the whole LP, but I hadn't played the game myself till recently, so I didn't really know that like
Mercenary
it's
or
kind of
Shadowfall?
just like Shadowfall.
Right.
It's kind of just like any other Killzone game in how linear and story focused it is. The whole like stealth thing is more like they dump you in a room and give you a few paths through that room, one of which will be stealth.
Because
For example, right, if you had run into this room through the door and like ducked behind some of the shelves and shit, maybe you could have lost the enemies, right? But they still put you in this encounter, so you had to start it in combat. You know, it was still
There
a
was
little
adrenaline
restricted.
pack there that Crow didn't pick up.
well,
Will
He
he
doesn't
regret
need
it?
it. He's invincible.
Well, just to point out, as I've been trying to get out for the last like couple of minutes or so, but
This is why
you
you've
kind
been
of
so
noticed.
long.
Yeah, so well, it's a good thing I ran back to the door here because it gives me the chance to basically point out, like you were talking about, like the possible infinite spawns in this room. Eventually, it gets to the point where like the game literally goads you into like having to come into the room, because you might have noticed, like especially like on the tactical echo and stuff. Eventually, once you clear like the front of the room for enemies, the ones at the back hang out there and they hold position at the back of the room, so you have no viable means of trying to get them through the door, because like you can see like there's all of these barricades and like different levels and stuff. So I know I will get to it eventually, but
normally in LPs, you beat me to the punch. In this moment, I'm going to beat you. You just picked up the minigun. War gets more fun when I get a bigger gun.
oh hell yes it does.
Yeah,
So,
you did.
But anyways, yeah. So like this is the game, like the game I say being smart, where like it goads you into the room, and then the second you come into it, like you hear Stall on the radio going like, "All units advance and converge" or something, and then fucking the clown car opens up.
No, wait,
And
no adrenaline available. Oh no. That guy didn't even do a cool taunt. He didn't even do the middle finger or the jerk-off motion.
Oh yeah.
Can they do the jerk-off motion? They better be able to. That better be one of the taunts.
They do it like level with their head, as if they're like, I don't know, it's weird. Maybe they're shaking
Maybe it's
their
like a
fist,
mock
but it doesn't
salute.
look like
Like-
they're shaking their fist.
Yeah, like they point to their head and almost like they're going like, "Duh, stupid, no brain," or like "Got a brain," or "Get a brain, morons."
What? Oh, that's lame. Wait, you had to get that guy to drop his shield before you could backstab him? What is this, fucking Dark Souls? I know how that feels. But really, why couldn't you backstab that guy? Is it because he had a shield?
I do not know, honestly. Like I said, I tried so many times
Oh man,
to
they just
get that to
no-sold
trigger.
that grenade. That was a clown car of Hellgoons that just
God.
no-sold your grenade.
I fucking fell
It
for
was
that
super
grenade.
ineffective.
I fell for that grenade on the first do of this video as well. I thought I was about to compliment you on that grenade again, and then be like, oh, but it didn't kill anybody. Again.
Yeah, like if
It's so disappointing. It's such a big explosion. Why didn't it
Crow
kill
threw a
him?
flashbang.
Oh. Well, you know what? It was absolutely stunning execution. Well done. I like that you then ran away from them instead of shooting the guys that were stunned from your flashbang. I'm sorry,
Ow.
Crow.
I don't get paid
now
enough
know-
for this shit.
I said this the first time, and I'll say it again for fairness' sake. This is extremely fucking hard. I played the game on easy because I suck at fucking console shooters. I hate aiming with an analog stick. Guess what? What you're seeing here, yeah, this is about what Killzone Shadowfall looks like on your first playthrough. Like, Crow is demonstrating here, playing this game on a normal difficulty for normal people. I played it on easy and it looked like this, so believe me, this game's fucking hard.
Yeah, like I don't even want to even consider like counting out the number of enemies it throws at you in this room alone. Like there, and like this room is also like basically like effectively like really like aside from like the weapon dock and at like the midpoint of like chapter 9.
Oh,
like,
look at this monster closet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I guess you could
But yeah,
say
like
they
the-
came in on the ship or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, that's...
No, this is a good time to explain it. Yeah, this is a good segue. Bro, why are you out here?
Okay, so basically, I have decided to, like I said, try to break the game in my favor and also, like, use this as a choke point because, as you can sort of see there by, like, the whole pile of Helgoon bodies, these little balconies are spawn points because, like, they ostensibly all come in off these Overlord dropships, but, me being here out on this balcony, like, not only does it create a choke point for, like, all the guys who are in the room, they have to come to me through that one little doorway, but, I'm also preventing the next wave of enemies who would spawn from this platform from coming into the room and getting me that way as well.
Yeah, as long as you stand here, they can't spawn. As
Ugh.
long as you stand here.
These guys have a really bad case of minionitis.
It really is like red shirts is
Banana.
all Stahl has
Yeah.
left.
That dude has a minigun. Let's charge face first into that doorway. It'll be fun.
Yeah, this is how the game sort of compensates for, like, again, it's still fairly, like, base stupid AI. They just throw a million goons at you to overwhelm you now.
I can't believe how accurate Lucas is with that minigun too. Like that thing's got to have some recoil dampening or something because he doesn't even need to use his guns. He's already got guns on the ends of his shoulders.
Perks of
He needs to
being
see a vet
Shadow
because those
Marshal.
pythons are sick.
Nice.
Your tactic of firing directly into the middle of the riot shield is actually surprisingly effective. They really shouldn't put like a hole right in the middle that you could shoot through.
Well, you know
Mail
how they always
slot?
say... Go ahead, Suponticate.
Mail slotting.
Yes, exactly. Like there should be an achievement toast pop up like fucking Halo where it's like
Yeah.
Slayer.
See, I was
Also,
gonna say...
watch this
You
bullshit.
know how they... Oh, there you go.
Hey,
Good
hey guys,
lord.
where'd you come from? Well, yeah, anyways,
They were
thing
hiding in
about
the car.
Yeah, so anyways, the thing about the shield that you just noticed is, like, the reason why I'm actually shooting it is because, with enough damage, it will actually break and leave them defenseless, so...
No, see, what I was gonna say the whole time was, you know how they're always making a big deal about Helgan physiology being different than Vectins?
Yeah.
As it turns out, the shields are actually a part of their bodies.
The shield's like it's like a vestigial, like calcified kind of, yeah. It's like a hard shell. I see. The Helghast that don't shed their shell by the time they're adults, they become shield
It melts in
enemies.
your hand, not your mouth.
I don't.
How's that go?
Fuck you, Floor.
Are the Helghast a local delicacy?
Also, yeah, that guy,
It
I
tastes
think,
like
shot
chicken.
a petrocite canister and, yeah, knocked my aim right down to the ground.
I said this the first time. He just uppercutted you with the explosion. Lucas just took an uppercut to the chin in the form of petrocite.
But anyways, at long fucking last, this is the final enemy of Killzone Shadowfall, and I just duked him with the railgun right in his dick.
It's only appropriate, honestly.
Yeah, we fucking done it. We've beaten Killzone Shadowfall, and then as our reward, silence. Beautiful silence.
No, he's in Horizon.
Well, only one thing left to do, I guess. Let's go meet God.